Welcome back. You're listening to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shanna Register, and every week we bring you news and information you can use on your next real estate transaction. If you're looking to buy a new home or even a resale home here in the Houston market, it's a great time to buy going into spring. And we have a lender here to talk to you about a few loan options that you may not even be aware of. Angelo Christian is here. He's a local Houstonian. He's a mortgage banker. He's been a mortgage banker for over 10 years. He's with CHI Mortgage, and they do lots of loans. He's funded over 200 million loans. That's a lot of loans. He's going to know how to do the whole process, beginning to end, take good care of you. He's a member of the National Association of Mortgage Bankers. So, Angelo, you've got a few really exciting loan products you want to talk about today.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to first talk about the USDA home loan. It's one of our favorite loan programs. I
think it's a favorite for consumers too, because if you're not a veteran, it's kind of the only way to get 100% loan, right? Zero down payment.
That's correct. Yeah, it's zero down, 100% financing, and so for the first time ever, people have the opportunity to be able to buy a home with no money down. And so you can buy a brand new home, you can buy an existing home, you can even buy a foreclosure and get the zero down financing.
I love that. And I know there's some strings attached as far as it has to be in a certain area, and you certainly have to qualify for the loan.
Sure.
But it's interesting because a lot of people, when they hear USDA, they think very, very rural out in the country.
Right, and that's kind of the misconception that I want to put to bed. You're seeing USDA, actually the Farm Bill just went into effect in 2014, and so cities or towns with a population under 35,000 people are now eligible for USDA financing, or even on the outskirts of a major city.
Yeah.
You take, for instance, Houston, you have like areas like parts of Kingwood, Porter, some of Pearland, some of Missouri City that are now eligible for USDA financing. And so that's not really too far a rule. And,
right.
And it's really a phenomenal opportunity because you have low fixed interest rates. You can even include your closing costs into the loan. 90% of the USDA loans that we do, people are out of pocket a total of about $500 to buy a house. And it's really a miracle if you think about it.
Yeah, that is kind of a miracle. In today's economy, you can't hardly do you can't do much for $500 anymore.
Right. So
especially not get a house.
Right, and so it really is an awesome thing. That, like you had touched on, there are some requirements, and basically the main requirements are geography does matter, and so there's a map. Real-time map that you can check online to see if the areas are eligible. You can call into the office and we can look at that for you.
Okay.
There's also some income requirements, and so typically a family of 4 or less have to earn under $80,000 a year to qualify.
Okay.
If it's based on the county, it's based on how many people are in the home. If you have a bigger family, a family of 5 or 6, the income cap is over $100,000. So these things do matter. There's also some credit requirements. Typically for a USDA loan, you do have to have a 620 or higher credit score. But it really is for...
But 620 is not that high. That's not that hard to get a 620 credit score.
It's not, absolutely. It's considered fair credit, but there are some, in my opinion, flexible requirements to get approved. But it really is a phenomenal product. It is a fixed rate mortgage. Your property taxes and insurance are included in the payment. And as I said, you can buy a brand new, you can buy existing, even minor renovation is okay.
It can have land, but it doesn't have to, right?
Right, it can be in a brand new development. Yeah. We do plenty of new builds. And so that is a phenomenal program.
Sounds too good to be true.
A lot of people say that. And, we actually fund as a company, over 1,500 of them a month.
Wow,
and so,
that's a lot.
And it really is a awesome product, and I strongly urge anyone looking to buy a house to definitely inquire into that before they put 10 or 20% down. They may be eligible for zero down financing.
Now, what about renovation loans? Because there are a lot of lenders who do not want to do a renovation loan. So in other words, when a buyer's buying a house and it has some things wrong with it that need to be fixed, for example, it's missing an air conditioning unit. The lender does not want to be involved in those repairs. But you guys take that on head on.
Right. That is one of our other specialties. We specialize in renovation. Essentially, there's no job too small or too big. It can be a complete rebuild from a hurricane disaster.
Oh, wow.
Or something minor as a roof. You can even do luxury items. If you want to add a swimming pool or an outdoor kitchen or even both, you could do both of them. And so The way that the home renovation program works is you get the first mortgage to buy the house, and let's say that you're going to do repairs to your kitchen and flooring, and let's say for instance that's $20,000. That's actually added to the first mortgage, so you get one loan for everything.
Wow, that's really nice. So it's not a second mortgage. So, for example, I want to buy a $200,000 house, but I qualify for $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find a $250,000 house that has the pool I want. I find a $200,000 house that I can put a pool in. I can get the loan for $250,000 and put in the pool
Correct.
at the $200,000 house.
Correct. So
Okay.
you'd have
That's
one,
a lot of numbers, but
you'd
okay.
have one mortgage for $250,000. And that would also include the pool. Now, there are obviously some requirements to that.
You don't get cash at closing, though.
Right.
Okay.
So the way that works is everything has to be done through a contractor. In this case, with the pool, you'd have to actually go through a pool builder or a pool contractor.
Okay.
We couldn't give the funds to the consumer, and then they go and pay for the pool.
Right.
So it has to be done through them. We have to get a bid or an invoice from the pool builder. And then after closing, he would start his construction, and we'd start to release draws to him as the phase of the construction for the pool went on.
Nice.
And
very
so
nice.
the other great thing about it is the appraisal is based on the future value of the home with the pool. And so
okay. All right.
it's not going to be based on the current value of the property.
That's a question that I have for you is about the appraisal. What if so this is not an FHA product?
Well, there is an FHA program. There's also conventional. There's both.
Okay, because a lot of FHA, if there's a hole in the roof, they don't like that, right?
No,
for the appraisal purposes. So
no, that's actually not true. A lot of realtors think that. With the FHA programs that we do, they actually embrace renovation or repair. You can get funds for a roof or foundation. It's actually called the 203K renovation loan, and you can get funds for putting on a brand new roof and even adding luxury items. And so
it's a great program. I'm really excited about it. I know we were talking earlier, and you said that NAR has a statistic about all the homes that need repairs.
Right. So there was a article published, I think it was about 2 months ago, and it said that 40% of the homes nationwide for resales actually need some sort of renovation. And a lot of lenders, as you had mentioned, kind of shy away from that.
Yeah, complicated loan.
Yeah, and so we actually love doing them. It gives you as the the home buyer the opportunity to kind of redesign your home if you want to do new cabinets or appliances or flooring, and even change out other items of the house. And kind of make the house the way you want it, kind of customize it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a fun opportunity.
Let's move on real quick to some regulatory changes that are coming down, because I know we only have a couple minutes left. Some things are going on, changing.
Yeah. So the big things that we're seeing in 2015 from interest rates, we're seeing that we expect them to stay steady. Stay in the low range. As far as the biggest thing we're seeing from the government side is that they're really starting to spur and push housing again. And for the first time ever, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have first-time homebuyer programs. You can buy a house with just 3% down.
Very good.
Before it was 5% down, and they've also lowered the credit thresholds down to a 620 score for conventional.
Nice.
And just yesterday, FHA from President Obama has cut the mortgage insurance premiums by 40%. So FHA mortgages became very attractive all of a sudden, which is great for spurring, housing.
First-time home buyers, especially.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is great. And you guys do Texas Veterans Landlord Loans.
Correct. Yeah, Texas Vet Loan is a phenomenal product. The benefit.
A lot of mortgage lenders don't want to do that either. And
Right. They do. It's extra paperwork and extra time involved, but we love doing them. So yeah, it's a phenomenal program.
Very good. Well, it sounds exciting. I know you guys have a lot of great things going on over there at CHI Mortgage for 2015. Tell consumers who are listening to the show, if they're interested in a renovation loan, a USDA loan, or any type of loan, mortgage, how can they get in touch with you? Yeah,
so our phone number is local. Houston number is 281-312-4888, or they can go online to chihomeloans.com.
Very good. chihomeloans.com. We'll be right back with another segment here on Houston Real Estate Radio. You can find us online at HoustonRealEstateRadio.com. And Angelo with CHI Mortgage, there's a link to his page, his webpage from that site as well. So if you missed any of today's show, you can watch it in video and you can link over to his page and apply for a mortgage. Thanks so much. We appreciate it, Angelo.
Yeah, very nice seeing you. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back here on Houston Real Estate Radio.
People often find themselves in need of storage and moving, but don't want the hassle and stress. Sound familiar? Well, at Zippy Shell, we make storage and moving easy. Zippy Shell will deliver a storage container to your home or business. You load it at your leisure, and we'll take it to one of our safe, convenient storage facilities. Or ship it to your final destination. We treat your stuff like it's our stuff, because we understand you're not just giving us your belongings, you're giving us your trust. Zippy Shell. Storage and moving that makes life simple.